Hey, what it do, y'all? What it do? Just wanted to continue on with my talking points. Wanted to chop it up in separate videos. Could have been like a mini live stream, I guess, but nah. I figured I'll just add more content to my channel that adds more value to my channel. And yeah, just a little bit of advice for those who are starting out on YouTube. The more videos you put out, the better. But yeah, all I wanted to say is, kind of picking up where I left off. Those that are certified, they see themselves as naturals. I more or less see them as the masters of the game, and some of them have become doms of the game. It's like a mixture of both in many ways. The master and the dom aspect of game. So they see themselves as more so naturals of the game. Not everybody has that natural touch to the game, even though game itself isn't really that natural. you know it's based on a lot of artificial elements of this society, and someone just found the way to make it in that artificial type of society. you know so I'm gonna kind of digress here and there because I got a lot of random thoughts I thought I wanted to put together, so bear with me, y'all. Okay, I talked about the cheat code in the previous video. I talked about the players, you know, and so there's different levels to the game. You know, you got those with the cheat code. You got the players. Different levels of players: amateur, novice, expert. You got veterans. You got those that sell the game. You know, so. So that gives you an idea of why sometimes the game is more told than sold. Because a lot of people telling the game ain't selling the game. Just saying, man. And you got those that make the game. You got those that want to change the game. Now, these people that want to change the game, and this, no pun intended for anybody out there, those that want to change the game, these people come from the game, or they don't come from the game. But I think more or less when someone wants to change the game, it's not that they really hate the game, they just want to change things about the game. It's just my personal opinion. you know but yeah, you also got the game makers, you got the game breakers. Oh yeah. So there's different levels to the game, different arms and branches of the game. The game is a very complex thing. And some people think that they think that the game is life. Some people think that the game is actually more important than life in many ways, just given the way this world has become. But all I can really say, though, is that, more or less, and I think this video won't be too long. I don't think this video will be too long. I think the last thing I wanted to leave y'all with is that I think why you now see a lot of certified people coming out of nowhere to talk more about the game in life, if you will, because I say the game in life versus those who say the game of life. I don't believe in the game of life. I believe that there's game in life. And this is facts. It's my facts. It's not necessarily somebody else's facts, but these are my facts. And I think my facts are very valid, But I think a lot of certified people have come out of nowhere to mention about the game of life, because even though a lot of these certified people know that the game should be sold instead of told, there are some truths about this life that unfortunately requires game. Now it's up to you to decide which path you'll take upon you recognizing that certain aspects of life requires game. But from a certified's perspective, he can at least offer you insight on how you can address the situation if you choose to address the situation. But always keep in mind from yours truly, love is the most powerful thing. Therefore, love is actually more powerful than game. And I'm just going to leave it at that. You can take it or leave it as far as your assessment of what I just said. But they still want to offer their insight as far as game, just on a very surface level, So it's kind of an entry level as far as you understanding what game really is. Yes, it's their entry level for you, as far as understanding what game really is. And for all we know, some of these certified guys or gals, some of them are doing this out of love. It's not a game for them. Like they truly want to help you see that there are some games that are out in this life, and they want to help you, especially in regards to dealing with the feminine and dealing with the feminine and the masculine aspect of this life. How a lot of that has unfortunately become a game. It's no longer love like it used to be. There are still some pockets of the feminine and the masculine that represents love. And I always encourage people to stay with that, because love is the most powerful thing. But however, for those who may not understand that, and a lot of them probably can't come to the understanding of that, they might have to stay in the world, in the life of game, the game life, not the love life. So, a lot of these people talk about they got a love life. No, you got a game life. That's probably like why you really don't have a love life. But hey, hold your horses. Don't feel offended. Maybe that's your niche. Maybe you shouldn't have a love life. Maybe you should have a game life. Maybe you're better at it. Maybe you got to get better at your game instead of your love. I'm sort of sarcastic when I say that, but I think there's a lot of truth in that. And so you do have some people who just find ways to deal with that in their own mind. Now, mind you, I believe in the renewing of your mind, but I know that not everybody thinks that way. And so for them, they still think that game is very valid for them. So you just get better with your game, So, hey, a lot of times, you might have homegirl on the block, right? And she's going to be like, girl, he got game. Instead of saying, he got love.